Welcome! We invite you to explore an idea that will shape the future of the University of Kansas and the city of Lawrence. Today, we're going to talk about a project that will not only change the look of the University of Kansas, but also have a big impact on the entire city of Lawrence and its people. The Gateway District isn't just about building new buildings. It's a bold idea to create a lively, active place that's open all year, truly connecting the campus with the nearby community. This project aims to create a space where students, residents, and visitors can interact, create new things, and grow together. For many years, the north entrance of KU was neglected and not used much, becoming an area that people often passed by without noticing. Now, that place will be changed into a busy and energetic center, becoming a main meeting point for students, local residents, and guests from out of town. But, behind this big dream, important questions come up. How will a project this big be paid for? Who will really benefit from it? Will everyone get a fair share? And just as important, what does this change mean for the future of Lawrence? How will this project shape the city's identity going forward? The City Commission now faces a big decision, thinking about almost $95 million in tax breaks to make this vision happen. They have to weigh the economic, social, and cultural benefits that might come from it. Voices from different parts of the community are also speaking up, debating the project's impact on public money, community life, and the very identity of Lawrence itself. Let's explore together what's really at stake and why this conversation is so important, not just for Lawrence, but also for similar cities across America that are looking for ways to grow without losing their unique character. So, what exactly is the Gateway Project? It's a big, bold plan that aims to change the look of the University of Kansas and the city of Lawrence as a whole. With its huge size and impact, the Gateway Project is designed to bring the university and the community into a new age, making KU even stronger as a place for new ideas, learning, and social life. This is an $808 million change, split into two big, connected parts. This project isn't just about building new buildings, it's also about making a place that helps the economy grow, people work together, and students have a better experience. The first part, which is almost done, focuses on fixing up the David Booth Kansas and building a new fancy conference center, making KU a top spot for sports, business, and learning. These new places will bring in national and international events and make the university's name even better in many areas. The second part, which is still waiting for public help, will bring a new district to life, finishing the stadium upgrades and making a mixed-use area at the campus entrance. This district will be a new busy spot in Lawrence, connecting the campus with the city. The plan includes a 162-room hotel, 443 student apartments, and modern living spaces made to fit the needs of future generations. 43,000 square feet of shops and offices, giving new business chances and new places to work for students, business owners, and the community. A lively outdoor plaza will be a place to meet, celebrate, and interact, making the feeling of togetherness stronger among campus and city folks. And almost 1,000 new parking spots, making it easy for visitors, students, and staff to get around. The goal? To make a lively everyday community center, not just a facelift for game day, but a lively space every day for everyone. It's about rethinking the university's front door as a place where people live, work, learn, and connect, building a future that includes everyone and is full of energy. This is a full vision for Lawrence's future. A city that grows with its university, becoming a top spot in the Midwest. But making it happen needs smart ways to pay for it, working together across different groups, and strong community support for this big vision to truly come true. At the heart of the debate is KU's request for up to $94.6 million in city-backed tax incentives to fund the second phase. Instead of a direct payment, the city would use tools like STAR bonds, TIF, and Community Improvement Districts, CID, to let the project pay for itself with new tax revenue. KU says it can handle the stadium renovations, but the mixed-use district needs public support to attract private investment. Without these incentives, the full vision would be cut short. STAR bonds capture new sales tax, TIF uses the increase in property taxes, and CID adds a 2% sales tax within the district. If the project does better than expected, the extra money is shared between the city and the developers. It's a partnership, and a calculated risk on Lawrence's future growth. In return for public support, KU made big promises to Lawrence. $14.5 million would go to local infrastructure, stormwater upgrades, and improvements along 9th Street. KU also promised $4 million and land for affordable housing, addressing a critical need in the city. A new off-campus housing office would help students and property owners navigate the rental market, aiming to strengthen city-campus relations. These commitments were key to winning over city leaders, showing KU's investment went beyond its own interests. The project's success would be measured by its impact on the entire community. At a public hearing, supporters painted the Gateway project as a once-in-a-generation opportunity. Business leaders and residents argued it would attract investment, create jobs, and boost Lawrence's profile as a Midwest destination. The new conference center and hotel would bring in visitors, filling local restaurants and shops. Supporters said modern facilities help KU compete for top students and faculty, benefiting the whole city. They stressed the incentives only use new tax revenue, not existing city funds, a smart, low-risk investment. For them, the project was a win-win. Public support unlocked private funds for Lawrence's future. But not everyone was convinced. Opponents raised concerns about traffic, noise, and how the project would affect neighborhood life. Some questioned giving public money to a rich university, saying the funds could be better spent on important city services or helping people who are struggling. Skeptics doubted the hopeful economic predictions, pointing to other Kansas projects that didn't work out. The biggest worry: what if the project doesn't bring in the money it promises? Could the city be left to pay for the losses? These voices urged caution, reminding leaders that big dreams come with big responsibilities. The debate was about what's most important: progress, but for whom? The commission had to weigh hopes against risks. One hot topic was the extra 2% sales tax in the CID, which would hit KU students the hardest. State Senator Marcy Francisco and others argued it was unfair. Students were already struggling with textbook costs, and now they'd pay even more at campus stores. Commissioners Brad Larson and Amber Sellers opposed the CID for this reason, saying it put an unfair burden on students. The debate highlighted how financial tools can have unintended consequences for certain groups. Every coffee, t-shirt, or book bought on campus would help pay off the project's bonds. For many, this was a deal-breaker. On August 12, 2025, the City Commission took 3 important votes. The TIF district was approved unanimously. Everyone agreed to use new property taxes for the project. The Star Bond District passed 4-1, with Commissioner Sellers voting no because of how big the subsidy was. The CID, with its extra sales tax, was the most divisive. It passed by a close vote of 3-2, with Sellers and Larson voting no. The split vote showed how deeply divided the community was and how important the decision was. In the end, the majority decided to move forward, but not without some doubts. The project's fate was decided, but the debate is far from over. With the approval given, Lawrence starts a new era full of hope and challenges. The city is now at an important crossroads where today's decisions will shape the future for generations to come. The Gateway project is a bold bet on growth, aiming to boost the economy, attract visitors, and strengthen the ties between the city and the university. With big investments and a long-term vision, this project is expected to bring big changes for the whole community. If it works, it could turn Lawrence into a lively regional spot, delivering on promises of new jobs, better housing, and modern buildings. This development could also create chances for local businesses and make public places more accessible. But the city needs to stay watchful, keeping an eye on traffic, noise, and the project's money to make sure it really helps. Close watching and community involvement are super important, so this project doesn't just benefit a few people. The challenge is to balance progress with being affordable and having a good quality of life for everyone, especially students, young families, and longtime residents who have built this community. The real test is whether the Gateway District becomes a welcoming, open, and shared space, or if it leaves some people behind. Everyone needs to work together so no one gets left out. Lawrence's story is still being written, shaped by its people's hopes, risks, and choices. Every step forward is part of a long journey toward a better future. The hard work of building that future starts now, and Lawrence's success will really depend on everyone working together and being committed.